go check out some comedy. And if you're not around me to see me live, then wherever you are, go check out some live stand-up comedy. Support your local comedy.
Allegedly, you're not?
No, I'm not. Okay. But allegedly Drake is.
Okay.
Gotta clear all of that up.
I had my first 3-set week.
Yeah, we need the sound effect for sure. Gunshot.
Boop, boop, boop. This guy's a gunshot. Because even like in the first show, someone, I wouldn't say heckled, but they're like, that's not even funny. Like
said that to you?
They're saying it to their friend after I said a joke.
And then I love those moments.
Yeah, like, oh, what's
if I was there, you would have just heard me laughing in the back. Last few episodes, we read an article here on the podcast about how a lot of comedians aren't actually like happy at the fact that Just for Laughs might be coming back, or aren't upset at the fact that it went away for a year. And then a few days later, they're like, Just for Laughs is coming! Click, 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 click.
Not to call him out, but that one dude at the open mic that did like 28 seconds.
Oh yeah, it just walked off. That was like, oh my God. The journey is the destination, bruh. I just opened for Russell Peters. It wasn't because I did a JFL set. It's because I was at an opportunity that I met. This is a good place to bring up the coin again. Shout outs to my brother. These laughs.
So people are like, oh, like, you know, why are they protecting Chama by giving him Khalil?
Yeah.
People that are saying that are even lower than casuals.
Hey, yo, it's Black Zeus, the podcast, season 5. Welcome to the show where we talk about life. Talk about the come up and sometimes fight. We're just old new niggas with another podcast.
Damn, this is the second take I'm doing this. The last time I rhymed a fucking thing, it sounded suspect. Shit, I don't know what to say right now. I'm kind of flustered, but what I will do is just start the podcast, nigga. Someone just start the show. Whoo, I'm in tears. That was so funny.
This is Black Zeus, the podcast.
Oh man, what a horrible take. Yo, what's going on, ladies and gentlemen? What's up, beautiful people? Welcome back to another episode of Black Zeus, the podcast. Black Zeus, the podcast, season 5, episode 31. This is me right now making up for that shitty freestyle. Bro, I swear every time we hit record, my nose starts running. And then I just talk that fast, my nose starts running immediately. I'm not on drugs, yo. Just weed, I swear. All right. Whew. I gotta make up for it. I'll come in with like at least like 1 minute. I'll try and go 1 minute clean flow. No homo. It's Black Zeus, the show. I'm coming in with a fresh flow because the last one was suspect though. I'm not like that, my nigga. I just rhyme it, then I fucking stack a coin like a silver shit, bro. Damn, this is bad. This is all bad. This is bad. But look, I got a silver coin though. You know, we'll save that for later. I got a silver coin though. Well, it's crazy because this is one of the most plotted episodes we've done in a while. Like, yo, this is what we'll talk about. This is where we'll go. Da 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 da. And then I immediately wrecked all of that with just a garbage introduction. So let's just the clean break. What's going on? What's going on, beautiful people? You know, tranquilo, chill. Rub your earlobes. Woo-sa, woo-sa. Serenity now. Insanity later. I don't think Dante gets any of these references. I'm old as shit. How y'all doing? I hope you had a beautiful week. I hope this week is even better than your last week. You know what it is. We're here for another episode of Black Zeus, the podcast, to run down this week in our comedy lives, in comedy in general, just talk about other shit that's taking place in the world around us. We're not going to get too heavy-handed with it, other than all the times we get heavy-handed with it. Yeah, you know, it's a comedy podcast, but with a metaphysical twist. Remember Pepsi Lime? It was like Pepsi, but it had lime in there. This is a comedy podcast, but how did we start talking about the afterlife? Why do I need a soundboard? I just got a voice. But yeah, this is the companion piece to my comedy career where we chronicle the comings ups of a stand-up comedy comedian in the modern day and age. Plus, we added Dante to the fold, so you get me 13 years in, Dante new to the game, and you get to see us at each level try and break through to the next level of wherever the elf we at. We've been doing a lot of comedy interviews, so if you're interested in that, go check out interviews with Russell Peters, Brian Holtzman, Aaron Belisle, Jason Rouse, Cam Patterson, and so much more on the YouTube channel. That's AKA Black Zeus, the YouTube channel. If you're watching this on the channel right now, thank you. Hit subscribe, my nigga. What you doing? If you haven't already, but if you already have, you're beautiful as fuck. God damn, you look sexy. If you haven't hit the sub yet, you an ugly motherfucker. But you're one click away from being beautiful. Anyways, let's promote some comedy shows right now. If you're in the Ontario, Canada area, then you know what's up. This is where we're at right now. We just got back from Texas not too long ago, and we will be back at some point in the future. But for now, I will be at London, Ontario, Yuck Yucks, September 6th and 7th. With the OG Jason Rouse headlining, Brian O'Gorman, Hannah Valdoon will also be there. I will be hosting those shows. That's Friday the 6th and the 7th of September in London, Ontario, Yuck Yucks. You can get your tickets at Yuck Yucks website. Also, if you're in Hamilton, then the annual Supercrawl event is something you probably are looking forward to. It's coming up September 13th to the 15th and Friday the 13th. Friday the 13th. Comedy at Bambino's, bitches. That's right. This is the beginning of me producing shows once again. Toronto, I have something special for you guys coming very soon. More information. But for now, let's promote Comedy at Bambino's Friday, September 13th. Opening night of Supercrawl. 2 shows, 8 o'clock and 10 o'clock. Bambino's is at 233 James Street North. We got Sashka DC and AJ Bate to do like 15 to 20 minute spots. We got the boy Dante who's going to be popping in to do 5 to 10 minutes. We can see, yo, can we get 10 minutes out of the guy? The answer is no. But with all love and respect, it's Dante, bro. He's family. So and then we'll also have another special guest. Yeah, so look out for that. Tickets are available right now. Very limited seating, so get the tickets at the link below in the comment section, or just check my social media handles if you're listening to this, aka Black Zeus on Instagram. The link is there. The link is on the YouTube. It's on Eventbrite if you want to just find it that way. Go check out some comedy. And if you're not around me, if you're not in the areas to see me live, then wherever you are, go check out some live stand-up comedy. Support your local comedy. Find the next big act before they get big, and you could say, hey, I knew that motherfucker. And even better, I supported. I have like a random receipt that this person signed for me that I was at a show one time and before they even blew up, but I saw something in this guy or girl. Most likely a guy. I'm just kidding, ladies. Please still throw me some of that sweet pussy. Unhinged episode of the podcast this week, but that's what it is. Dante's back, and you know what that means. That means we gotta actually summon this nigga into the studio. I gotta put that on the friggin' soundboard. I gotta put sounds on the soundboard. How about that? And you know it's not gonna happen. Because I just move how I move. One day it will just randomly be there. One day one of us will just say something and I'll be in the back of my mind like, today's gonna be the day where I just press the button and I surprise everybody with a little sound effect. But until then, you know what it is. Dante's in the studio.
So in the lyric honey bun, what did you mean by that?
Yo, we're not talking about that, bro. That's discarded footage. That's discarded footage. I don't know what meme you're referencing right now.
That's lost tapes.
Yes, that's the Lost Tapes. We will not reference the awful suspect freestyle. Just throwing words out randomly, and then two of them just happen to make you sound gay as fuck. Yeah, you ain't seeing those tapes. I'm not pulling no Drake where I just release my hard drives onto the friggin' internet and just try and make people forget that I'm a PDF file. I'm not. This is, and allegedly.
Allegedly, you're not?
No, I'm not.
Okay.
But allegedly Drake is.
Okay.
Yeah. Woo! gotta clear all of that up. Black Zeus, me, the God, not a PDF file. Drake, allegedly. But, go listen to all the music he released and don't think about that, I guess. It's good distractions. Anyways, we got a lot to cover on this week's episode, so let's get right to the friggin' shizdig diggity doogity doggity doo. First of all, how are you, Dante? How you been living?
Blessed and highly favored.
What's new?
Had my first 3-set week.
Yeah, we need the sound effect for sure.
Yeah.
Gunshot.
Boop, boop, boop. This guy's a gunshot.
Congrats. How does it feel?
It feels really good.
Yeah, it does.
Sick.
And so right off the hop, let me ask you if you noticed a progression in each set. Like the third set, I would imagine was the best of all three.
Yeah.
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 Did you sense that though?
Yeah.
Did you sense that it was getting better? Like, did you, before I even like throw any ideas out there, what were your main takeaways from getting to do 3 shows in 1 week?
That I should be doing that more often.
Okay.
Just because like when I do 1 show a week, right? I have to wait a week before I can try the changes out that I would like to try.
Correct.
Right? But in that week, your skills kind of degrade a little bit in that week's time. So even if you were to try that change, it's like taking like 3 steps back and then you have to take 4 steps forward. So now I'm only 1 step ahead in that 1 week time. Whereas, if I did 3 sets in 2 days, you can build off of it much sooner.
You could have had a 4-set week because you're still not utilizing the Wednesday, man.
Oh, yeah.
Were you busy Wednesday?
Yeah, I'm at the studio still.
Oh, okay, fair enough.
Once that's done, which is going to be done soon.
Okay.
Wednesdays are going to be opening up.
So then you got Wednesday, Thursday.
And then Friday
and then potentially be doing other. You need to start tapping into the corner open mic, which is the last Tuesday every month.
Yes. So then I would have a Tuesday, Wednesday, Thursday.
And the best set on the Tuesday gets a weekend spot.
Really?
Gets a drink spot.
Oh.
Yeah, corner's fun, bro. They have a way in.
Yeah.
That's like actually merit based.
Yeah.
It's like, hey, you killed.
Yeah.
No denying that shit.
Mm-hmm.
No favoritism there. It's just based on. I love the corner for that because like from day one, maybe there was a time where it was a little more cliquey.
Yeah.
But even when it was cliquey, because every club has their cliques.
Yeah.
Every place has their cliques. The home crew or whatever the fuck that are always there. But even then, I still always felt like I saw the most variety of comics at the corner.
Okay.
It would be the one place where you would see everybody. But then the other clubs you go to, you only see certain pockets of people at those clubs.
Yeah.
But then this was almost like the way station. You know what I mean?
What's a way station?
Like the access point, the gateway, like it's like the rest stop before the gateway portal. Like friggin', you know what I'm thinking? I'm thinking Cowboy Bebop. I'm thinking like Cowboy Bebop. It's very specific, but it's like an en route. When you're driving on the highway, an en route. I'm smoking good Canadian weed, bruh. But
okay, the en route
off the side of the highway. In the States, you have them too. I don't think they're Buc-ee's essentially. Fuck. It's a 150 pump gas station off the side of the highway with all the food and all the fucking drinks and clothing and all this shit, like everything essentially.
Yeah. Okay. Now I get it.
Before you head off to your final destination type deal.
Yes.
So it's like you see everybody there.
Everyone goes through the.
It's like a terminal in an airport. That's probably the best way I could have put it.
Yeah.
But I went there last.
Well, you gotta figure it out. This is rummaging through the dark.
Rummaging through. I like that. Rummaging through the dark. So yeah, you kind of hit the nail on the head. So you had a 3-show week, but you also had a 2-show night.
Yes. That
So-
was my first 2-show night as well.
Was it?
Yeah.
Shout outs to a boss.
Yeah. Shouts out to a boss.
On the wall right there, the homie of boss. New father.
Yes.
Congrats to him and his wife. Much love to them.
Yes.
And their baby. The baby. That's so wild, bro. Like people just keep and we're moving on up. All right, that was it. So yeah, you did a boss's show on Friday at what? Free Times Cafe.
Free Times
yes.
Cafe.
How were the shows?
The shows were fun.
First one compared to the second one. Audiences, he always packs them out, so I'm guessing they were both sold out.
Both, yeah, pretty much sold out.
Yeah.
For me personally, I had a better set on the second show,
That makes sense though.
but
But
like everyone else that was performing,
yeah.
it seemed like the 10 o'clock show was a little bit more tired than the 7 o'clock show.
Really?
Yeah.
Like the crowd was just more tired?
It seemed like it. Like
were they drunk or
I don't
was
know.
it that they were tired or just not really a good crowd?
They're a good crowd for me.
Yeah,
But like,
okay, you're
no,
gonna,
I'm just saying.
it's, all of a sudden, Dante showed up and it's like Chappelle was in the house.
All I was saying.
Oh my God, Dante's here! Dante's here! Clink, 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 clink! Dante's here! Clink, clink. Dante dropped.
That's a goal right there.
Fuck yeah, bro.
Yeah.
I still, that lives rent free in my head, bro. That I don't know why, but that's such a good soundbite. Oh, it's been dropped. Oh, it's been dropped. Clink, 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 clink. Anyways, that threw you off.
All I'd say is that I would have got the drink spot. No, I'm joking. But it just seemed like because Moses was there and like some other like higher up guys were there.
Yeah.
And they like because they're all just talking. It just seems like they're a little bit more tired than the first show.
The comics.
No, the audience, even though it's two different audiences.
Yeah.
Right. So like, you would say a joke and then there would be like a delay. And then the crowd would start laughing afterwards.
Interesting.
Right? But for me, I just had a much better set from the first show going into the second show.
Plus, you're the only one that night that did both shows, yeah?
The boss did too.
Other than the boss, obviously. Thank you. All this nigga.
Actually, no, AJ did as well.
Okay, he was on both too?
Yeah.
Well, that's fire, bro. Yeah, shout outs to a boss. Keeps putting on good shows. Go check out a boss Wahab.
Yeah.
Nigga, you don't need to hear that from me. Hopefully one day a boss Wahab will just say, go check me out, because that'll have a much bigger effect. Me say, go check out a boss Wahab. Yeah, all my 8 people. A boss is killing it right now, nigga.
Yeah.
Shout outs to the homie. And you know what? Yo, I love all my 8 people, bro. And there's more than 80 y'all.
Yeah.
We're almost to 1,000.
Yep.
Tell your friends, nigga. If you enjoy this shit, if you saw me at a show recently and you hit the sub, I love y'all. Tell your friends, bruh. This is the place for comedy fans.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I'm about to say. It's a comedy channel run by comedians for comedy fans. All right.
But just going back to like doing the open mic, then going to the show
Yeah.
the next day, and then
You felt prepped?
I felt prepped, but like I don't think I had the strongest set at the open mic.
Okay.
Right? So I was like, okay, well, once again, because a lot of those people have already seen the jokes that I've done.
Yeah.
So I did try new stuff.
You did the guest spot, yeah?
At the open mic?
No, at the show.
I did 5
Like
minutes.
you did the 5-minute spot, yeah.
Yeah. But I tried new stuff at the open mic as well.
Okay.
And then some of it went all right. But like, the open mic wasn't obviously the best show for me.
Yeah, okay. Yeah, I know.
But then the show comes, I do a little bit better on the show. And then I think for the 10 o'clock, I was just looser,
Yeah.
right? So like I was going back and forth with the crowd a little bit. Because even like in the first show, someone, I wouldn't say heckled, but they're like, that's not even funny. Like
Said that to you?
they're saying it to their friend after I said a joke.
That's pretty good.
And
That's
then
funny. I love those moments.
Yeah, like, oh,
If I was there, you would have just heard me laughing in the back.
But I was
Moses is good for that shit too, bro.
Yeah?
He's an asshole like that.
he would have been laughing.
Yeah, bro. Because we were Patrice guys, right? So like,
True.
those stories of when
You
your
would've
friends
thrown a phone book on the
bombing on stage, nigga.
I wasn't bombing.
Oh, ain't nothing sweeter.
The lady just thought the concept that I was talking about wasn't a funny thing to joke about. And this goes into like that sort of Holtzman thing, 50% mortified, 50% laughing.
That's Patrice.
Okay, sorry, yeah, Patrice.
Yeah, that's Patrice's. That's Patrice.
But
the Holtzman definitely.
well, Holtzman walks 50%.
He walks 50% of them. That's a good.
But yeah, so I had like a little interaction with them.
Yeah,
because I was a little bit more present. Because I heard it, I was like, oh, it's like that's not funny. I'm like, what's not funny? People laughing. I thought it was funny, and then more people started laughing.
That's so funny. I was supposed to end up at your show, but I only had an 8 o'clock show booked yesterday, which was at the Corner, which was phenomenal. Yeah. A little bit of a lighter crowd, but the CNE is happening. Oh. And the Corner's obviously downtown Toronto, and CNE's right down the street.
True.
So it wasn't sold out, but it's still a good crowd.
Yep.
And then my plan was to go meet up with you guys at a Boston show at for the 10 o'clock, the late show, and just watch that and chill. But Brian O'Gorman ended up having the Dark Star show. That's like a dirty show. Oh. So all the dirty jokes and all that shit. And O'Gorman's one of my favorites from back in the day, bro. Not like he hasn't been doing it. He's steady been doing it, but I know him from when I started. And he's always been just a fucking awesome person on and off stage to me. So I just hung around. Every time we talk, it's like he's one of the few guys that we pretty much are philosophical, you know what I mean? Like we're talking real life, we're talking the state of the world, we're talking about the state of comedy and all that shit. Like that's my lane, bro. So once we locked in, bro, it was just like, yo, I was there. And then he's like, yeah, do fucking 10 minutes. And the show is packed, the 10 o'clock show. So these are my favorite nights, bro, because not too many people get to do this shit. Like, bro, these are both my clubs.
Yeah, you're a club walker.
Like this is
you can go between realms.
Comedy is my realm. And you know what helps me, honestly, bro, is it's also who I am.
Yeah.
I'm a respectful person. Even though I talk reckless,
yeah,
I'm respectful to everybody I encounter. And I carry myself respectfully, and that thankfully has allowed me to maneuver. Mm-hmm. You know, I also don't do crazy shit like book both clubs the same night and promote them both at the same time. Like I'm not disrespectful like that. I understand. Like there's boundaries between that shit. I respect your stance, even though I don't connect with that. Mm-hmm. And I appreciate both clubs for what they are. But the nights that I do get to bounce back and forth from those stages, it's the fucking best.
Yeah.
Because the Corner is the intimate small club, the basement New York style small red room with all the red lighting and stuff. And then Yucks is the 300 seat fucking megalithic, like the club structure. And I got to do like 10 at Yucks, and then I did 15 at the Corner. And again, bro, like since we've been back from Texas, I was kind of reflecting on this last week when you were gone.
Was this your first show back at Yucks?
Actually, yeah.
Because I remember you're saying you can't wait till you get
back until I get back at Yucks, and this was it. Shout outs to BOG, man. Brian, you're the man. And shout outs to Mark. I saw Mark there. We hugged. I haven't seen him in a while, the owner of Yucks. Yeah, yesterday was perfect because I was in my favorite alley, which is the alley in between the two clubs. To me, is the funniest alley in the country. Mm-hmm. Like it doesn't get better than the comics that come through the Corner and Yucks. Just the caliber, and then the people. Like it's all the homies. It's almost like DC Marvel, but then like the alley. You know, like they're filming DC on one set and they're filming Marvel on the other set. But they both have cigarette breaks in the same alley. Does that make sense?
Yeah.
It's the best.
Because they're both just comic book nerds at
Correct.
In the middle, yeah.
Nigga, like, yeah, at the end of the day, we're characters in the universe.
Yeah.
Like, fuck the logo.
Yeah.
Bro, I don't know. I don't want to keep also just spewing like this because to a certain degree it is a little egotistical. But again, this is the Black Zeus podcast where I can talk about the fucking comedy come up and all that shit. But nigga, I I really understand why Corey Holcomb talks the way he does. I hope everybody gets a chance to see me. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I for your sake, nigga, because like the experiences that I have been creating for audiences, especially as of late, bro, I'm telling, like, I don't even know where to start.
Start at the beginning.
There is no beginning, brother. There is no ending. There is no beginning. There only is. But that's actually probably the best way I can describe what's been happening on stage.
Okay.
I just am, bro. Like, I'm not going up with a set list anymore. I know my jokes. I don't need to sit there and be like the way my brain works, I'm so grateful because I don't need to sit there and fucking stress over, and then I need to go from this to this to this to this. I know my shit.
Yeah.
I also have now really like honed in on bringing new material into my process. Whereas I would go up, like the times that I would go up without the set list or whatever, like I've been doing that for a minute, but I'm still doing a set list type, I'm still like, I know the jokes that I'm going to say.
Yes.
I'm just not ordering them. But now I'm just like, yo, here's jokes. I'm just like, here's jokes. And then that's a good way to mesh in. I want to try this new one. I've been writing so much lately. And then because I'm going up on stage and not like limiting myself to a set list, some things that aren't even written down but are ideas in my head, I've come out with 3 jokes from this weekend. And one of them is on JFL.
Yeah.
Like from Thursday.
Yeah, you started.
That was the first time. That was the first time I had that thought. I just knew before I went up. Thursday was the open mic. By the way, you can watch my full open mic set from Thursday right now on the YouTube channel.
Yeah.
Just type in open mic full set and you'll find it. I posted the whole thing. And you'll hear like, these have been my thoughts. I've been more vocal. I made the post the day before about Just for Laughs is coming back. Can you pull up the article, by the way? It should be the first tab past the stopwatch. So last few episodes, we read an article here on the podcast about how a lot of comedians aren't actually like happy at the fact that Just for Laughs might be coming back, or aren't upset at the fact that it went away for a year. And surprise, surprise, we make those posts and we fucking call them out for being a garbage organization. And then a few days later, they're like, Just for Laughs is coming. Click, 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 click. We suck. Fucking.
No, are people really celebrating like that though?
Well, like I'm sure some people would like to. The people that are still trying to go down that route, and I'm talking specifically comedians.
Yeah.
Audiences are going to be excited about it because it has a name.
Fair enough.
It's the only, like, it's just a cachet.
Yeah.
People don't get that the organization is fucking Canadian artists up the ass and has been.
Mm-hmm.
You know what I mean? And they don't understand that it's not even close to what it used to represent in terms of the talent that it showcases, in terms of the way it operates, in terms of how they spend their money, in terms of how the whole thing is a fucking scam. It's a taxpayer scam. It's a grant scam. The whole thing is based around being a Canadian comedy festival, but 95% of it, I would say 98% of it is American or international abroad. And then Canadians are footnote. And then we get, like you've heard. But now, Just for Laughs Festival confirms it will return in Montreal in 2025. Suck a fucking fat dick, you bitch ass niggas. Just finding ways to get government fucking funding to do a bunch of horse shit. Yeah. And what's great is a lot of the comedians they're not with it. So the only problem is that things don't change unless you actually do get vocal about shit. And you know me, I've been saying this on the podcast forever. I'm not a front lines nigga. I'm not a marching guy. I'm not comedy is what I am. And I'm not gonna get on the streets about it, but I will use my voice and platform. And guess what?
You'll talk about it on stage.
On stage, that's what comedians effing do. And because I was with a homie recently, we were just discussing like being able to be proud of yourself and all this stuff. And this is almost why I didn't want to record today, because I was really the day of shows that I had yesterday crystallizes exactly what that Texas trip opened my eyes fully to. The 13 years of doing comedy in Canada before we went to Texas was all prep. The 2 weeks in Texas and Oklahoma and surrounding areas like, how do I best describe? Because I don't even want to say, like, it was just confirmation of what I knew this beautiful thing that I got into, that I chose and that it chose me, like, truly is about.
Mm-hmm.
And it's about funny, bro. It's about communal, like, it's not about this bullshit facade that I have experienced here in the Canadian comedy industry. And of course, that fake shit exists in the States even more so. But what's amazing about the States is that it's large enough that you can exist entirely outside of that horse shit. Unfortunately, in Canada, it's really hard to damn near impossible to exist as a comedian outside of trying to get on Just for Laughs and suck the corporate dick or play the favoritism bullshit fucking game. You guys suck. Your fucking favoritism is fucking garbage. You guys don't actually try to promote the funniest. You try and promote what looks good cookie cutter wise in a woke, fake showbiz style and fashion. You guys stink. You don't represent the best of Canadian comedy. And that's not to say that there's not amazing Canadian comedy on the festival. There absolutely is. But what the festival is at its core, how they book the festival, how they operate, how they promote Canadian talent, what they do in the back end to help the Canadian comedy industry, which is nothing, by the way. Just for Laughs shut down for a year. Nobody cried. Nobody missed it. Nobody's career did not take off because they weren't on Just for Laughs. And you know what else happened? Netflix showed the fuck up with a big ass samurai sword. Just for Laughs is gone this year. We must fucking slice it. Yeah. Fucking twist the sword. They said fucking Just for Laughs. Netflix is a joke, you bitch ass niggas. Watch this. Anyways. Yeah. Let's
And we're back.
and we're can you actually pull up the next tab after this? It should be loaded up. Full screen that. Let's play a little bit of that joke. Also, wait, pause it and like make the audio. Yeah.
Louder?
Loud all the way. Actually, no, I got a lot of good things happening in comedy. I'm actually going to be doing Just for Laughs next year. This is me protesting. Shut the fuck up. That's a lie. Catch me on no fucking shitty festival. Oh, what did he say? Don't say anything bad about that show. It's prestigious. Don't worry, we can recreate it. I'll just fucking hop in the bathroom while you take a shit and then pop out. Bah! Gags! All right, you can stop right there. That's enough of the joke. Like, it's a fun. If you didn't grow up in Canada and you don't know what Just for Laughs Gags is, essentially Just for Laughs Gags is TikTok in the 90s on television.
Yeah.
It was like a prank show that Just for Laughs used to run in Montreal where literally they would like set up a porta potty in public and then a guy would be in the porta potty and then when you go in to take a piss or whatever, he opens the seat and pops his head out. Fucking lame shit like that, you know, that 10-year-olds like. That's Canadian comedy, essentially. The festival is its own thing, but still run by the same people. And I'd honestly say that Just for Laughs Gags is more popular than the actual comedy side of Just for Laughs.
Probably.
Damn sure everybody grew up on it in Canada.
Yeah, but also, they probably promote gags way more than the actual comedy show.
Yeah.
Like, I don't see... The biggest set that I've seen was the Russell Peters one. That was Just for Laughs. The one that ended up on YouTube.
No, that wasn't Just for Laughs.
The orange one?
That was Comedy Now.
Oh, okay. Well, there goes my point
This
then.
nigga thinks he did comedy for 3 years, bro.
No, I'm
just being a piece of shit. I'm just being a garbage man.
No, but my point is they don't where are all those sets that they recorded? They don't put them up. They're not in syndication nowhere.
No, they do put them up.
Where?
On their YouTube. But that's how the great and powerful Just for Laughs. Once you do it, your career will take off, they said.
Yeah, but that should have been on TV as much as gags.
Pause. Yeah, no, they don't do a good, bro. They don't do, nigga. You'll start to see, especially hanging around me.
Dog, I've seen it already.
No, you haven't, bro. You're starting to see the surface, but like, just you don't know the bookers. You don't know how they book.
I don't know
the
that.
favoritism and all this shit. The money leakage, the money mishandling, mismanagement, the complete fucking the freaking creepy owners.
Mm-hmm.
The awful history behind the shit that, me as a kid being like, oh my God, I love Just for Laughs. And you think that's why it's been so fun for me this past weekend to see, because every time I say, hey, I have some great comedy news, I'm doing Just for Laughs next year. Everybody's like, woo! One guy last night said, congrats. Like, how's that? Everybody's applauding because that's what Canadians think. When you say Just for Laughs, they don't know. They just think, oh, you made it.
Yeah.
Even though just name somebody, nigga, they made it. No, bruh. Who made it off Just for Laughs, nigga? Not a Canadian. I know that much. Fuck. It's been fun to just mess with people's perception of it. Because again, I'm not gonna be protesting on the streets. I'm not gonna be picketing. None of that shit. I'm not that guy. What I will do, I'm elite level funny, and I will tear you guys down on the stage. There ain't nothing you can do to me. Like, what the fuck? That's why I'm so grateful for the American trip. Because it really just showed how the Canadian industry, showbiz, is actually nothing. It means nothing. It's a little playground.
Yeah,
it's a little playground where people that have
sandbox.
already set up where people that have already set up their little fucking headquarters. It's a closed shop, but now you don't need them. You can get some of my homies. Shout outs to Nima Nash. Shout outs to Abbas Wahab. Shout outs to fucking Jared Nathan. Who I was with last night. That was fun. This nigga just did Madison Square Garden.
Yeah.
Jared just did Madison Square Garden as part of the Kill Tony New York experience. Nigga. You know how many comics will never get to say they did Madison Square Garden? But is he going to do Just for Laughs? No, but if he hops in a dress, maybe. Hey, Jill Nathan. Jared, you should start doing Jill Nathan. You'll get a whole gala at Just for Laughs. Fucking horseshit. Again, that's not to disparage anybody that's done it. It's just, come on, bro, it's done. And you know what I love? It's an open secret.
Yeah.
But I got balls, nigga. I'm Tahuti up in this bitch. I'm one of many Tahootis up in this bitch. I'm a trickster god. I create order.
Nancy, bro.
What?
You're Nancy. You have the dreads. He's also a trickster god. He's the first Spider-Man.
That's so funny. Spider-Man's black. I create order out of chaos, and right now I'm having so much fun creating beautiful chaos and even more beautiful order out of it. The sets that I create out of the moments that should be. Like, even me, I won't even mention other comics. The lesser version of me, even a year ago, I wouldn't be able to pull off this material. I wouldn't even have thought up to say this type. For me to be standing on the main Yuck Yuck stage in Canada and saying, fuck Just for Laughs, I'm so proud of myself.
Yeah.
Because I'm authentically myself. I'm finally over that mental hurdle of, oh, I can't, even though I feel this way and everybody does, and we all have these conversations, don't ever say it on stage because who knows? Nigga, the journey is the destination, bruh. I just opened for Russell Peters. It wasn't because I did a fucking JFL set. It's because I was at an opportunity that I met. Period. And I was prepared for it. Period. That will continue to happen. Period. Oh, Just for Laughs. Fucking bitch ass niggas. And if I find out that Booker's back, you fucking losers, you better not have done what we all think you did. You brought back to and the favoritism award this year goes to, it's the new faces with all participation ribbons. Fucking stupid ass, shitty ass, fucking garbage ass. I'm tired of this sick ass, country ass, backward ass. I'm sick of this shit. You can close these two tabs so we don't go back to them. But yeah, that's this week's comedy recap. You got something to add?
Because one thing I think that is really cool, and this ties into a conversation that we wanted to have, but it just so happens that you got that silver coin coming back as like a 1 year sobriety token.
Bam.
You know what I mean? Like,
Yeah, this is a good place to bring up the coin again. Shout outs to my brother, Derek Birch. D's Laughs, the manager at the Corner Comedy Club, and also just a good friend. Been around since the beginning of my comedy career. Lots of good memories with this guy. Dante is obviously a homie of mine. He's on the podcast. He better be. And he's a silver coin guy. You know what I mean?
Not a silver coin guy.
Sorry.
Don't you dare disrespect me like that. Silver.
You got that thing on you?
Of course.
You got that thing on you? Bam. So, you know, obviously, if you're watching any economy in the world right now, you know money's unstable as fuck right now. So maybe get your money out of the old ways, or actually, no, put them into the even older ways.
Yeah, put it into the true
Get them
way.
out of the modern ways and put them into the older ways.
Yeah, so, like, I want to hear, like, what was your friend talking about that?
Oh, he was just holding it. And then I started talking to him. I'm like, yo, Dante's super into silver coins. He collects these. He keeps telling me to fucking, like, think about divesting my money into other shit like this.
Yeah.
And then he just started going into how he's been collecting coins. He has a whole collection. Like, Derek is just like, bro, I've been about this shit.
Yeah.
I've been watching the markets. We always been talking crypto and all that stuff.
Yeah.
Do you have any crypto?
I have some crypto.
Yeah, some crypto just stashed away there somewhere.
A little bit.
But yeah, and then he was just flipping this, and I'm like, you know what, bro? I think I got to get into this, because now even seeing you, this is like a whole sign. And I kept bringing you up because I'm like, bro, Dante keeps telling me I got to fucking.
Yeah.
And it was my birthday.
Okay.
It was the night of my birthday. I was doing a set at the corner. I had just done.
That's when he gave that to you?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought this was yesterday.
No.
Okay, you had it for a while.
Yeah, I've had it for a week.
Damn.
You were in New York when I got it, so that was
True,
my birthday
fair-
weekend.
Fair enough.
And I had done Second City, which I didn't even talk about.
Yeah.
Like I did Second City, which I haven't done in a while. I love that room.
Too busy playing skate.
No, bro, too busy doing other comedy shit and playing a little bit of skate. But yeah, fuck it. It's too much comedy talk, anyways. So yeah, I just like planned a nice little chill birthday night, and I knew I was gonna end up at the corner until whenever I decided to go home. And somehow, bam, Derek's like, you know what, fuck it, bro, take this. Now you're in. That's what he told me. Now you're in the game.
You're in.
So he told me the couple shops that he goes to, which I'm not gonna tell you just yet, in case we both go at the same time and we both see a coin that because we're both into the Egyptian mythology and shit. We're gonna see
I
some.
have one. I told my
There's
guy.
an Ankh one, bro.
Dog, this is silver.
That makes sense. From your guy. From your silver guy.
And the bigger one that I have,
Yeah.
got that in the Caribbean.
But that wasn't silver.
It's silver.
That's silver, that one?
Yes. I got
Yes.
this specifically because it's silver.
Wow.
And it's an Ankh.
Wow.
Have
Have you ever thought of getting like, other than the fact that you collect silver, have you thought about getting an Ankh in another metal?
I might get a gold one.
Damn, nigga, don't say that out loud.
Why not?
We're broke, nigga. We ain't got money like that. You might get one.
Yeah. It's going to be this small because I can only afford 1 gram
there
of
you
gold.
Well, yo, what do you have another job?
No, I don't, but I know how much gold costs.
No, that's what I'm saying. I'm like, yo, I know we're both broke, niggas. So like, you buying a gold Ankh, it's like the world's tiniest Ankh.
That's
You need
what
like
I'm
a
saying.
yeah.
It's be this big. Yeah.
Yeah, let's do this week's comedy
But
poll.
I just want to say,
God damn it,
no,
nigga.
but because it's important for the people.
Okay, yeah.
Silver is very undervalued.
I think artificially
It's suppressed.
yeah, right? Because there's no way the price difference between gold and silver is that high. There's
Yes.
absolutely no way.
Unless it's suppressed, which it is.
Because silver is used in damn near everything, no?
Exactly.
So they have to keep it low so electronics can stay cheap enough for people to buy them.
not only
Which
that,
means
but
that what the fuck is the actual value of this shit?
way higher than what it is.
No, but I'm saying, but now you're understanding. Think about that deeper now.
I am. That's why
There
I
is no value to this.
No.
Other than what we say it is.
No. I understand what you're saying, but this is why this is
There
why I
is
want to
no
come
value to anything other than what we
This
give
is
it.
valuable because it is scarce. And it's becoming more and more scarce because we use it more and more.
I get it, but still,
That's
you
why
can-
gold is valuable.
bro, you can take anything that's scarce and say that that's the new thing.
Yeah.
If you really wanted to, but you're not going to at this point. It's,
And this is why.
gold and silver are entrenched in history.
But so this is why you got to get your money out of the paper because they can print more money.
Yeah.
So the more money they print, the less valuable it becomes because you have an
You're
unlimited.
still attributing an inanimate object with value. It's inherently valueless. Other than the things that you can do with it, obviously. It has properties.
Which makes it valuable. The more things you could do with it, the more valuable it is.
I just like proved myself wrong there. I spun myself into a corner there.
As always.
Not as always.
Not always.
As sometimes.
As sometimes. As most times.
No, sometimes, nigga.
4 to 10 times.
Oh, okay. Oh.
No, but my point is, they're keeping the price down.
Yeah.
Right? So now's the time to get it before they can't keep doing that. Because like you say, they use it in electronics. You know that in a missile, they have 500 grams of silver and they just blow it up.
And there's a lot of missiles.
There's a bunch of missiles. So they're going to keep blowing it up. The silver supply is going to go down, which means the value of it is going to go up and up and up.
When do you think it'll ever catch up to its true value, though? Will it?
When will it catch up?
What is it at now? Pull up the stock price. We have that up there somewhere. Silver right there.
Boom.
It's currently worth $29.83 at the time of this recording, American.
Yes.
Per ounce.
Per ounce, which is what these are. These are 1 ounce.
1 ounce coin.
So this is $30.
Yeah, one coin is $30.
Yes.
And fluctuates.
Yes.
So what would you say? So it's $30.
$30 is cheap.
What would you say it's actually? What's the true value of silver right now?
Well, some people say,
according to you,
what I think the true value of silver is.
You know more about the silver market than I do, so I would trust your opinion on this more than mine.
You're saying in relations to gold, right?
Yeah.
So people are saying that silver is like 18 to 1 of gold.
Type in gold. So gold is $2,500 American right now. $2,512
for 1 ounce. So for this much of gold is $2,500
versus $30.
Versus $30.
What the fuck?
Exactly.
So what's the actual? What should it be? Should it be 1,500? Realistically,
people say because we're trying to go into a green new world and stuff, so we're going to be using even more silver. So people are saying in like 5 years it could be 1,500, it could be 7,000. Gold is going to go all the way up to. But I would say within the short term,
yeah,
I'm putting my money to where if it goes to 100, 200, 250, I'm up.
Fair enough. Oh shit! Shout outs D's last, bro. Thank you, my brother.
Yeah,
I appreciate you. Now I'm in. Now I'm in the game. Bam.
Get your silver.
This one's a buffalo with a
Native American. I have one of those on there.
Yeah.
Yep.
1 troy ounce, 999 fine silver. All right, let's move on to another regular segment we do here every week on the podcast. If you're new to the podcast, welcome. If you're returning, welcome back, beautiful people. You too can be beautiful people. All you have to do is hit the subscribe button, leave a comment, hit the like button, help us fight Mr. Algorithm. We're fighting this nigga every day. But yeah, every Monday on my Instagram story feed and on the community tab on YouTube, I post an interactive poll question. We leave it up for you guys to vote, and then we discuss the results here on the podcast. This week's poll question was, are you working in the field you studied for? The options were for sure, hell nah, ain't no jobs, interning or low-level position, and don't like what I studied. And before we get to the results, Dante, how do you vote?
This one's a little bit hard for me because I don't feel like my option's really there. Because I worked in the field that I studied.
And then you left it.
And then I decided to leave it.
Yeah.
Right?
You for sure then. Because you had a steady job. Do you think even in this economy, like, is your company, have you looked into it, the one that you left? Like, how are they doing?
I don't look
Bunch
back.
of layoffs?
I don't look back. You know,
I don't look back.
I just go and
the explosion and you just walk forward.
Yeah, or whatever that one story you always say about the salt or whatever. If you look back,
the pillar of salt.
Yeah, if you look back, you die.
You die. You turn to dust.
But it's a
so.
tech
Which of these
company.
do you connect with the most? Then, I would say for sure. Then, because you did.
I did, but I am not currently working in the field that I studied.
Yeah, but that's on your own accord. This is mainly like, have you found or. You know, I think you would count as for sure.
Okay.
Because you graduated.
Mm-hmm.
Did you find a job right out of school?
Yeah,
nigga, you
but
you a rarity, bro.
But because I I think I play chess. All right?
Mhm.
All these idiots are playing Uno. They're not even playing checkers.
Uno's a fun game, bro. What the
I
fuck?
know, but it's all luck. Actually, there's some strategy.
Yeah,
But not as
bro,
much
there's
as
a lot of
chess.
strategy.
Anyways, people go into these jobs or to school, and then they don't really go into it with getting a job afterwards. Like I'm gonna be a lawyer. Okay, well, where? What kind of lawyer?
You looked into where you could end up afterwards and all that stuff.
I chose a specific program that has a co-op program, so that way I can do the co-op program and then get a job where I did my co-op.
Yeah, but that doesn't always guarantee anything. I went to college with a co-op program that I just gave you a placement, but it didn't guarantee you a job.
Yeah, well, you gotta talk to the people
Obviously,
there,
but what I'm saying is it's not a guarantee.
but that's what guaranteed me.
All right. I mean, you can't say it didn't, but I still wouldn't say it was a guarantee. I'm not gonna say
It's not.
I'm not gonna say it was lucky. I'm not gonna say you didn't work for it and all that stuff.
But I specifically
You just knew that you set yourself up the best you could.
exactly
Correct. And you knew your work ethic and all that stuff would carry you through
Yes,
to that opportunity. So
Yeah.
that makes sense. All
and then
right.
I worked there
I fucks with
for a
that.
bunch of years,
Yeah.
made a bunch of money, spent a bunch of money.
Yeah.
Now we here.
I went to college twice.
Really?
Yeah.
Oh, I thought you went once.
No, twice. Radio broadcasting first, and then animation was the second time.
I thought that was all one time. You did
No.
like, well, okay.
Animation is when I discovered that comedy is what I need to do for the rest of my life.
Mm-hmm.
So I did radio broadcasting. But what I was initially trying to get into, because at the time, nerd, there's so many different pathways I had. There was boxer,
Boxer, like boxer.
like MMA. Yeah, I told you this. I wanted to get into MMA.
No, you never told me this at all.
Yes, I did, bro.
When?
I probably talked about this last week when you're
Did
gone.
you train?
So I went to boxing circuit training. I did talk about this last week.
Okay.
So right before comedy,
Oh.
like a year before, like before my car accident, because MMA was getting hot and I was really obsessed with it, and I fought a lot as a kid.
Okay.
So that was the first time in my brain clicked. I'm like, I can make fighting a pathway, like
Yeah.
a career pathway. But again, and this is what I was talking about in the last episode. This is why having guidance is so important in your life. Because I jumped to step number 6. I went to boxing circuit training immediately. This is what, like, so I wanted to get like my hands proper. I wanted technique because I had no. I was just I was
Yeah.
fighting in the streets and I was doing good,
Yeah.
like for my size and all
Yeah,
that,
yeah,
and
yeah.
my age and all that shit. You take all the variables in. I had a great fight career. I had a great amateur fight career as a kid. My proudest moment is when I beat up like a real known bully, fucking bitch ass nigga.
Yeah.
And this is like elementary school, but I'm still like, you bitch ass nigga. So my thought was, because I'm tall and lanky, I loved Muay Thai. I was gonna start with boxing to just start getting a base and technique and move that into Muay Thai. While at some point in there, after I got some gym training,
Yeah.
I was gonna learn wrestling just learn wrestling as much as I could, because I knew I was watching MMA.
Yes.
And I was seeing all the wrestlers fucking dominate.
Yeah. At that time.
At that time, especially,
that's
bro.
Khabib time,
That's
bro.
all like Khabib time.
10 years ago, Khabib was
Before that, bro. I'm talking like Matt Hughes days and shit, like fucking Randy Couture days. And
Randy
shit.
Couture, GSP.
Yeah,
Matt
like
Hughes,
GSP days, like
Josh
those.
Koscheck.
So don't bring that.
He's
name.
a wrestler.
I get it, but like, he doesn't need to be mentioned.
Cain Velasquez.
Kane, and yo, you hear what's happening with his case?
They're throwing it out or something?
They're not throwing it out, but they're trying it differently. So I think
John Jones.
He's not going to get the death.
best
penalty.
fighter in the world.
best fighter in the world. So, yeah, so that was my path. I was going to do boxing training, which would take me to Muay Thai, and at some point in between all of that, I'd be doing wrestling to get a base, and then try and get like jujitsu skills and just
Yeah.
like pick shit up
Yeah.
because it was MMA, and I saw the modern pathway, and I was 20, so there was a potential. Not really. I was late. I know. I had to be young, bro. I had to be doing this
for
But
wrestling,
that's what I
but
was
yeah,
saying
yeah,
last week.
yeah.
I had nobody to be like, nigga, go to the gym first.
Yeah.
Train, bulk up.
Yeah.
Do all these. I went right to circuit training and
So
I threw up within an hour of the I went
Like
back.
You puked?
Right. I walked right outside to the front of the
Yeah.
gym and I just threw up right on the fucking lawn.
That was the joke that I have about the date.
Your date. Yeah.
Because you trained so
You
hard.
went with a girl
Yeah.
to the gym.
Hey, I will, in my defense, she has become a bodybuilder.
Oh, I'm not saying, no, I'm saying prefacing that you didn't, because whatever, it doesn't matter.
That I went on a date with the guy to the gym is what you're saying?
Yeah. Well, you go with like a gym date.
Yeah, with the
You know what I'm happy about, by the way?
What?
Seeing you tell that that Walmart date joke and finally hearing someone in the audience, like a girl, be like, "You went to Walmart on a first date?"
Yeah, I know.
Finally, someone in the audience said that shit.
And someone said it again, and then
Yeah?
I riffed off that. Anyways, you threw up, and you're like,
Yeah,
fuck
threw up.
this.
So, and I still did it for 6 months.
Okay.
But I hopped out because of the car accident.
Okay.
And if I had had some proper guidance, someone did tell me, "Hey, you just jumped from step 0 to step 6. How
Yeah.
about you go back to steps 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and
Yeah.
work your way up?"
Mhm.
And I would have at least had some amateur fights.
Okay.
I swear to God, like, bro, I would have taken it that far.
Yeah.
At least,
Especially when you're that young.
of course.
Yeah.
But thankfully, it is what it is. And I ended up actually, what I'm supposed to be doing found me,
Yeah.
finally shook me, woke me up and said, "Nigga, it's time."
As the famous Bernie Mac once said, the car don't pick the driver, or the driver don't pick the car.
This nigga fucked up.
The car pick the driver.
Yes.
Yeah.
So yeah, but I did go to school for radio broadcasting. I made sure to complete the year just to prove to myself, I'm like, hey, I'm not gonna just drop out mid thing. But you know what also was not enjoyable is like this was right as radio was really phasing out.
Yeah, but you would have been primed for podcasting. So technically,
I already had done a
technically-
podcast before.
Yeah, but
I was early to the podcast
technically
game, bro.
you're for sure.
No, it's actually a funny story that you say that because I mentioned that I had recorded a podcast to the guy who ran the station at the time, the college radio station, and he was so disgusted by me saying that he brought me into in front of my classmates.
Yeah.
He brought me into another room with like all this equipment and shit. He's like, "Show me how you da this and that," and I couldn't do it. He's like, "Okay, then what the fuck is your podcast?" He's like how I am now about comedy.
Yeah, but
I feel like I have more of a legit stance. I wouldn't do that with a motherfucker, but like I just hate what the industry is.
no, but he's saying, oh, because you don't know how to use radio equipment, you don't know how to podcast.
No, he's saying, "Oh, ooh la di da, I can podcast." That's what he was trying to say.
Yeah, but
He's like, this is the radio industry,
which
bud.
ended up
but-
dying. Look at where radio
Yeah.
is now.
Eating-
And we're out here podcasting.
eating the ass of podcasts. bro.
Exactly. So what's the whole point of that thing?
So, but he didn't see the future. And you know what's crazy is I had a podcast then.
Yeah.
This is lame as fuck. Nerd. I had a gaming podcast on a website.
Yeah.
It was an actual pretty popular website.
Yeah.
It was called we60.com. So it was
Yes.
during the Xbox
PS3.
PS3 and like the Xbox 360, PS3 and Wii era.
Yes.
And the website was we60.com. And obviously it was just a bunch of nerds. And we had a little gaming podcast, me and two other guys. I produced it, I edited it. And obviously radio broadcast helped me. I went to the year, but after hearing my professors tell me for a year that there's no money in radio, I was like, okay, well, let me I didn't want to waste my money.
Yeah.
Like, there's no jobs, there's no fucking future in this shit. So it was like, you hear that for a year. Like, okay, I loud and clear, thank you. Then I took a year or two off. And then I started animation because I'm deeply passionate about animation and I fucking love it so much. And that's when I really started opening up to anime and all that stuff and understanding like the Japanese side of things and giving it the respect and props. Because growing up, that was the nerdiest shit you could be doing to me. Why? Yeah, like I couldn't be wanting to be more further away from that shit. But then I'm like, oh, there's actual like Cowboy Bebop.
Yeah.
Like you can't see it on the shelf because it's too low from the camera angle. But Cowboy Bebop is it is one of the most influential pieces of art I've ever experienced in my life. Like I think about that show regularly. Deep impact, just stylistically, culturally, artistically, just fucking like what Akira is to Kanye.
Okay.
Cowboy Bebop is to me.
Yeah.
I fucking
And
love it so
what
much.
Dragon Ball Z is to every nigga on this planet.
Essentially. Yeah, that's a whole other. We don't have the time for that. And then in animation, I had my car accident. Damn, bro. I talked too much yesterday. Sorry about that. I shouldn't be doing that into the mic. Just fucking throwing up into the mic. Yeah, too many shows. That's why I wanted to rest today, but whatever. I finished animation year out, but I had my car accident, and within that, I started comedy, and I never looked back. I knew from my first set that that was I actually felt dumb because comedy had been in my life since about the age of like 5 or 6. And for me to never have, but I was saying this last week's episode when you were gone. It's like, that's how much reverence and love and respect I have for comedy. That I wasn't one of these like modern goofballs because comedy's just so easily accessible that everybody thinks they can do it.
Yep.
I never sat there and be like, I could do that. Imagine me looking at Patrice and be like, yeah, bro. But
He's
now,
just talking.
but now,
Yeah.
I feel like if Patrice was around and I was on a lineup with him, I would not lose my mind. I wouldn't be like, I can't do this.
Yeah, like that. Not to call him out, but that one dude at the open mic that did like 28 seconds.
Oh yeah, it just walked off. That was like, oh my God. I almost wish he was on Kill Tony because then he couldn't have escaped. He would have had to answer for his crimes. He wanted to do a 5-minute set at an open mic. His name gets called, walks up on stage for 30 seconds, freezes, and just
28. He didn't even make it to 30 seconds.
Oh, and you know what? No, 28 was the number that the host said when he got back up on stage. So I don't even know if it was a full 28 seconds.
Yeah.
That might have been when he looked at his
Probably
stopwatch when he got up there.
I did 20.
20 seconds, got off stage. He's like, this is actually much harder than it looks. And then just walks off stage.
I thought I was going to come up here and tell jokes and get
Yeah.
pussy at the back of the room and walk
So
off.
funny. So yeah, this week's poll question was, are you working in the field that you studied for? The options were for sure, hell nah, ain't no jobs, interning or low-level position, and don't like what I studied. Before we get to the results, what's up?
Well, what is your answer?
Ba-dum.
Because you said you studied radio and broadcasting. We are technically broadcasting.
Everything I learned in radio broadcasting and especially animation, everything I learned I'm using today in comedy. Everything.
Yeah.
Especially the editing skills. If I didn't go through animation, I would have no understanding of Photoshop, of
Keyframes.
Adobe Premiere, keyframing. And even still, I'm not acting like I'm a guru, but I know enough that I could get through anything. I could teach myself a tutorial of something that I can't do and get there.
Yeah.
But even still, I've done all my own graphic design. Every poster I've ever promoted for a comedy show of mine that I produced, made by me. Like all my promotional material, all my graphic work, all my logos and shit are either me or collabs with me and my homies. Either from animation or close friends. Like Neil's from animation program, that's where we met. My homie Paul, who helped me do a lot of design work, gave me my lightning bolt logo. But I came up with the concept and he drew it out for me. Like, animation, I'm so grateful for that program. But yeah, let's get to the results, which are 21% said for sure, 36% said hell nah, no jobs, 14% said interning or low-level position, and 29% said don't like what I studied. Yeah, and it's even harder to get a job right now, so I can only imagine what it's like. I hope whatever you put that time and effort and money into is coming back to you tenfold. But if not, diversify, my nigga. Diversify your bones, nigga. Yeah. But that's this week's poll result. That was a good conversation on that, which kind of fucking went on a tangent. And we're over an hour and 6 minutes. Hey. I feel like we can save the UFC talk. Because that event, when is it?
It is later.
Wait, is it? Pull up. Yeah, okay, no, it is later.
It is later.
It is later.
October.
Yeah, okay. So
But
we'll
I
hold
just have
off.
some notes.
Fuck.
I just have to get this off my chest. Just give me 40 minutes.
This is yeah, this is what I'm saying. Like, we don't have the time.
No, I won't go long. I promise. All I want to say is this. Okay.
All right, wait. Give us some context. But before we get here, this is the Rountree stuff.
Yeah.
Let's quickly just talk about the results of Adesanya versus Duplessis.
Okay. Yes.
Unfortunately, now Africa has a white African champion, and I mean, I say now, but he already was champion.
He was champion before.
But now I have to give him his props because
that's the thing with fighting. It's
you gotta give him the respect.
You gotta.
He won.
If they win, you gotta.
He won with his weird fucking
his gumbiness.
Yeah, you know what? I see it now.
That's
Those weird fucking. And he like twists and
Yeah.
overextend. It's the weirdest fucking arc punch I've ever seen.
And I said that was gonna be
That takedown with from the ankle.
He just fell down.
Yeah, bro. Like what the fuck?
It's like drunken master style almost. Like you can't account
Because
for
it
this.
is technique,
It works.
right? Like it
Yeah.
is a technique
I don't
that
know if he trains that, but yes.
You don't think so? You think he's just so abysmally bad that he lands?
No. He's good.
Yeah,
'Cause he's the
but he's so
fucking
bad he's
champion.
good.
It's drunken master. You would say when you watch the drunken master, you would say this man
But
has
that's
no technique.
technique.
Yeah, but I think he's good. Yeah, but
So you're saying he developed that style? You think
that's
that's
his
a,
style. But
Yeah.
I'm saying the fall where he like just fell to the ground
That was
and
not-
somehow got an ankle pick. Like that's
so
probably
that was a fall though, right?
it looked like it. I don't know. It
Or was that technique?
could be technique. It could be. I don't know. I don't
Because it
I'm
was
not
a
in the-
takedown. There's no way you're falling and like with you have the wherewithal. I mean, yeah, but who said there's not no way?
Yeah.
Especially
He
when
got
you
the
got fighter
takedown.
IQ like that.
Yes. And then
Izzy was piecing him up. Those
was.
body shots.
I know, but this is what I was
Great
saying.
strategy from Izzy, man.
Great strategy, but the thing with Izzy's strategy is that he basically has to shoot 100%, right? Because he makes one mistake, he gets
Which he
taken.
did.
He makes all it takes is one mistake. He
And that
gets
was what, fourth round?
the fourth round,
Yeah.
and there's like a minute left in
Minute
the
left.
round.
Yeah.
He gets caught. He slips on the ground or whatever. Then he gets pressed up against Cage. Remember, we said he has to keep
What
the
do you
space.
think? All the like, isn't it kind of weird that he pointed to the ground? He's like, "Let's fight right here," and then he like runs away.
Yes,
That was odd.
he was saying he wasn't doing that, but
No, he did. It was
He-
clearly he looked and pointed at the ground.
and I don't know if you noticed, he also tried to do the Chama stare down before the fight.
Are you serious?
Yeah, he's just like. it's so
Well,
funny.
was it Chama or was it he was just trying to be serious?
Well, usually he's doing something else.
Well, no, he did his little thing where he grabs the cage behind him and like does his little flex or whatever.
Yeah, that's right before like the fight starts. But when they're like in this corner, he's literally just trying to do the Chama thing.
Yeah.
But anyways, he made a mistake, gets taken down, and he got submitted.
Yeah. What do you see for Izzy? It's got to be a high profile fight next. He can't go to the bottom of the card.
No, he's always going to be a high profile guy.
So
Co-main.
does he make it back to the top? I think
He
so.
stays around the top
I think he makes it back to a title fight within a couple years.
against DDP. Why
Well,
does he get like
depends on
4 titles?
whoever's champ.
Yeah.
But if he's gonna stay in the top rankings,
Yeah.
he's gonna end up. He's already kind of lapped the fucking division, no?
Yeah.
So, okay, so he pieces up in a couple of the new guys.
Doc. It's hard.
I know. He did not look out of step though.
He didn't, but he made a mistake.
But that's why I'm actually like, yo, he's kind of still maybe at the top level.
He is.
Clearly.
You just can't be making mistakes. Everyone makes mistakes, but with
That to
Izzy-
me is he made a mistake in a stylistic fight, right? So
yeah.
like against that guy, that's you got, like you said, you got to be 100%.
You gotta keep it 100%,
because he stylistically is a problem for you.
and because he can
Those
take them,
body shots, bro.
They
And I
were
was
working.
Yo, what do you think? Is he coming back like bulked up too? He looked bigger.
He
than
looked bigger.
It was
Yeah,
interesting.
He was bulked up. You know,
I think the time away obviously did him good.
it does. It
and
does.
and his post fight conversation, he seems to be in a good mental space.
Mhm.
It's like I would have loved to have seen him get that win, obviously,
Obviously, we all would have loved.
because damn, that fucking those. I'm surprised at what those body shots really did, man.
People underestimate body shots.
Yeah, clearly.
Body shots are my favorite. I will go on YouTube and watch body shot knockouts.
That's weird, but you know,
No, it's not. This art form. When people go bah bah, you know, and they
Ah.
because
Who's the what's that? The highlight where who was it? He hits him with a body shot and then he keeps fighting and then reacts to it like 30 seconds later and then the fight's off. You know what I'm talking about though,
was
right?
it a boxing fight?
No, it was MMA. It was UFC.
And he reacted to a body shot 30
It
seconds.
was someone fucking gave someone a hook. Damn it, bro! It's like a really popular clip.
If you're thinking of Shane Burgos,
I don't know.
who
It's a
I
really
think
popular clip.
he
Somebody
hit in the
got
head, and then 30 seconds later, he like wobbled, and then he just
Was
gets
it the
knocked-
head?
Yeah, because he got like knocked out basically. Because with the body shot, it's immediate. You people try and fight it, but you can't. Like Justin Gaethje, he can fight getting hit to the head as much as he can. That's why he's so durable. But you get hit to the liver, the body's like, no, we're going down, son. Sit down right here. We're hurt.
Because you just go, yeah. Quit.
Like I've seen
Cut.
like cut. They're like cut. Like I've seen people like they're like like because they can't breathe. Like you ever get the wind knocked out of you? Like
Yeah.
you can't do anything.
All right, let's get to the fucking actual.
Just real quick.
Oh fuck!
No, I promise.
And
then we'll
really don't want to edit
break
this.
it down. I'm not even gonna break it down.
All right, go.
I'm not even breaking it down.
I love that we just constantly are bickering
because people, I know, right? So people are like, oh, like, you know, why are they protecting Chama by giving him Khalil?
Yeah,
they're not. People that are saying that are even lower than casuals. Because what the fuck are you actually talking about? Do you not know who Khalil is? He stomped the guy's knee out.
Yeah.
Actually, let's pull up.
Well, because okay, so the thing that's going around online obviously is that people are saying, and you can play this on mute while we talk.
Yeah.
But people are saying that Khalil doesn't deserve this, or he's being given this shot because they're trying to avoid putting Chama up against Uncle Ive.
Okay.
Because Uncle Ive is a nightmare.
He's like a DDP.
Correct. Exactly.
Yes.
So do you think there's none of that going on? You think he's not being protected to some extent?
Okay.
Because obviously he's probably one of their biggest money makers right now. Biggest stars right now.
100%.
He's got aura.
He's got aura. Yeah, but the thing is, like, he's got that aura because of the Izzy stuff.
Of course.
Right? But to that point, whenever a legendary striker goes up against Khalil, he smokes them because they underestimate him all the time. Gokhan Saki was the original Chama when he came over from like Glory Kickboxing.
Yeah.
Khalil punched him straight left hand, sat him down.
What was Khalil's last fight?
Anthony Smith.
Okay. Lionheart.
Yeah.
He's past his prime though. What was his last like top contender fight?
Oh, he just fought someone recently. He got them standing guillotine.
I think I remember.
It was pretty good. But like,
but what do you think of the Uncle Ive situation? Because is he not also deserving?
I would have to go back and see his latest fights. I don't remember them off the top of my head. Because I know he's right up there.
Yeah.
He just fought. I remember he just recently fought Blachowicz for the title, I believe. Or like for the next spot. And then he lost against Blachowicz. Right? So it was like whoever wins against Blachowicz, him versus Yuri. If I remember correctly. Like, look, Gokhan Saki slept him. And he's Turkish Tyson.
Jeez.
And this is the fight that sent him to Thailand. So the monster that we have now is because of Johnny Walker. But anyways.
What, to strengthen his Thai, Muay Thai?
Yeah, because you see how he got him
his
in that
clinch
Thai clinch and then elbowed him. So he's like, I got to learn that. And then he comes back.
Because Chama's really good in the clinch.
He is, but not the Muay Thai clinch. There's a big difference. In Muay Thai, they will do training days, just clinch. Because there's a whole game of like clinching, moving the weight, dumping people over. And Khalil goes to Thailand and learns this. He's one of the scariest guys in the clinch right now. Like
Khalil definitely is just stacked muscle on muscle. Like it's crazy.
And he used to be a fat boy too.
That's hilarious. So, okay. So you don't think that they're potentially protecting him somewhat by at least keeping that fight off into the future?
I would
keep the belt on Chama as long as they can.
Yeah, but if they were going to do that, they would maybe give someone less dangerous than Khalil. If they want to do that, they would have given Anthony Lionheart Smith.
Yeah, but then you can't do that because then that's too obvious.
Yeah, but my point is Khalil is dangerous, so it's not a full-on. The only thing they're protecting.
And I'm just playing devil's advocate.
I know.
Because I actually I'm excited to see this fight. I'm excited to see this fight.
Same. But this is where he stomps his knee out. Anyways, they're protecting Chama from wrestling.
Yeah.
That's if anything, that's what they're doing.
Correct, right?
But Khalil is still super dangerous, and the people are saying
how's his ground game?
it's good because he's been training MMA.
Oh my god, yeah. There's a stomp. Oh my god. Ah.
Like, who does this? Like, people say like Khalil fights people like they owe him.
So you
money.
know, Chama's is he good at checking kicks? Do you know, like his
Chama?
No. Chama's fucking phenomenal with the leg kicks.
Yeah.
That's why I'm worried. I'm like,
Well, here's what's sick about
Chama's obviously watching that clip, and he's like, okay,
Yeah.
you going to Chama.
But so Chama fights what I would consider European kickboxing style,
Okay,
right? Whereas in Thai kickboxing,
you got 2 minutes to wrap this
I know
up, man.
they keep the front leg light,
Yeah.
which negates all calf kicks because your leg's not even really on the ground.
Okay.
So the whole style is kind of built like that because Muay Thai is like 1,000 years old. Like, it's actually the history behind Muay Thai is built for war. Like,
Yeah.
close quarter combat. You're on the field, everyone's just jumping up like
Hung back.
Ong bak, just
Yeah.
jumping up.
Hung back.
You know,
Ong bak.
throwing elbows and stuff. But yeah,
You can close.
it's not a protection. Like, if anything, protecting from wrestling, but also
Because it is MMA, so how the fuck that is protection?
yeah,
He
but,
should be facing wrestlers also. Because are you the best or are you not the best? Don't you always say that?
yeah.
If you can't get off the ground,
But
then
this
are you
is-
the best?
I'm not saying Khalil can't wrestle.
No, I'm talking about Chama.
Yes.
And them protecting him potentially.
Yeah, but if Khalil decides to take him down or whatever, even though
He's got better ground game.
100%.
Okay.
He's been training MMA,
Yeah.
whereas Chama has been training kickboxing
And now
and
is
then
in
moved
MMA,
into
yeah.
MMA. Right?
All right.
So I'll just leave it at that. We
Fair enough.
won't go too much longer.
That's this week's UFC talk. We will definitely be back next week to preview UFC 307. And actually, before 307 is 306, which is
And
Noche,
maybe
right?
305, yeah.
Wait, is Noche 305?
Let's pull it up.
Yeah, and the next one's Noche.
Yeah.
So that's
306.
Yeah, okay. The podcast is at an end. Ladies and gentlemen, I love y'all so much. This is time for us to wrap things up. Before we leave, Dante, you got any final words?
Stack your silver.
Stack your silver. Get your coin up. Get your coinage. We're well,
So there's
go
not
ahead.
just coins. There's
Stop
bars.
fucking-
I know. There's bars. There's 1 ounce, 2 ounce, 10 ounce, 5 ounce, kilos. Just stack your silver.
Every once in a while, we'll check into Dante's corner for the stock, the ticker price and shit.
It fluctuates.
Silver goes up or down. Where can people find you?
You could find me online at Shea Dante, CheZDante. Folly boy.
Hey, and I am AKA Black Zeus on all social media. You know what to do, but here is the place to be. Make sure you hit that subscribe, leave a like, comment, and do all that stuff that helps us fight Mr. Algorithm. Also, we are cleaning up the Patreon because we are gearing up to launch Black Zeus, the show, very shortly here. So, if you'd like to continue to support in any way, either by subscribing or checking out my comedy special or just subscribing to the Patreon, all those options are available to you if you're in Hamilton or Toronto. The ticket links are also available through my social media or right below. Make sure you check all that out and go check out live comedy wherever you are. Support local live comedy. You never know when you might find the next Chappelle in your backyard. But until then, this has been Black Zeus, the podcast, season 5, episode 31. Peace.
This is Black Zeus, the podcast, season 5.
I love y'all. Thank you for supporting. Once again, the Patreon is launched. If you do want to watch my comedy special right now, you can do so. It's only $10 and you can get it as part of the subscription fee. So like if you subscribe to the Patreon, you can get it that way, or you can just buy it outright for $10 that way. Once again, for transparency, I will release the comedy special for free on the YouTube once we hit 1,000 subscribers. So you can also just hit the subscriber button and just do that. You can support that way, whichever way you want to support. I'm on TikTok, Instagram, Twitter, all that. I don't necessarily use it the way everybody else does, but I'm there if you want to find me. AKA Black Zeus is the person to find on those platforms.